Hi everyone, and welcome to the Home Ed Portal's YouTube channel. To help you get the most out of this video, we've created some accompanying worksheets for this topic that can be downloaded from our website as a free PDF. The link is in the comments. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment letting us know what you'd like to learn about next. Today we're going to find out about the discovery of a body in Silkeborg, Denmark in 1950. This body was so well preserved that the local people first thought they'd found a murder victim and called the police. What they'd found was not at all recent, but was actually the burial site of a person who became known as the Tollund man, who lived in Denmark during the Iron Age around 2,400 years ago. The mystery of the Tollund man started on the 8th of May 1950 when Viggo Emil and Greta Højgaard, along with the 11-year-old John Klauslund, were digging for peat to use for fuel. While digging, Greta became aware of something unusual and hard in the peat and continued digging until she found the Tollund man. What makes the discovery of the Tollund man so incredible is how well preserved his body is. If you look closely, you can see the clothing that this person was wearing at the point of their burial, as well as the shape of their legs and feet and their facial structure and even the lines and creases of the skin on their face. But even more amazingly, despite the body being 2,400 years old, it was so well preserved that scientists were able to take his fingerprints and determine what he'd eaten as his final meal. The part of this amazing discovery that's raised the most questions, though, is the fact that the Tollund man was found with what looks like a rope tied around his neck, which was made from two pieces of leather woven together. Was he murdered? Was he a victim of suicide? Was he sacrificed in an ancient religious ceremony? These questions still can't be fully answered by historians today, but archaeologists and historians have managed to construct some theories about what may have happened to him that we're going to take a look at now. Theory 1. The Tollund man was a criminal. One theory is that the Tollund man may have been executed due to a belief that they were a criminal. The rope around his neck could indicate that he was hung before his body was buried in a bog some distance away from the nearest settlement. Being buried at a distance could signify the fact that he'd been banished from his community due to his criminal behaviour. Theory 2. The Tollund man was the victim of a murder. Another theory is that the Tollund man was not a criminal, but a victim of a brutal murder himself. By examining the man's intestines, scientists discovered that around 12 to 24 hours before his death, he'd eaten a meal of porridge made from barley, flax and wild seeds with fish. It is believed this is a fairly standard meal for people in this part of the world during the Iron Age, which could suggest that the day the Tollund man was killed started as a completely ordinary day for him before taking a sinister turn later on. Theory 3. He was ritually sacrificed for religious reasons. Many investigators have pointed to the Tollund man's very serene and calm facial expression to disprove the other theories of him being a criminal or a murder victim. If you look closely at his face, you can see that he almost looks as if he was sleeping. Some people have suggested that this was because he may have been given some herbal concoction to cause him to lose consciousness to minimise his suffering before his death. There is also no evidence of the type of injuries to his body that you may expect to see if someone had been involved in a violent confrontation. Finally, while the Tollund man is the best preserved bog body that has been found in Denmark, amazingly there have been many others found as well, with some clear similarities to the Tollund man, which suggests there may have been a ritual element to his death. For example, the Elling woman was discovered in 1938 in the same bog as the Tollund man and was found with a rope around her neck in a similar way. The Grobel man was also discovered in a similar area in 1952, 2 years after the discovery of the Tollund man, and was found to have been in good health at the time of his death and was wearing similar clothes to the Tollund man as well. Ultimately, although there are lots of theories, no one is 100% sure about what happened to the Tollund man and why he ended up in a bog in Denmark. What are your thoughts? If you have a theory about what happened to the Tollund man, don't forget to share it in the chat. And if you found this video interesting and would like to be notified about our new releases, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.